Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I happened to see this and I thought this was interesting considering the context, okay? Ethereum usage will drop if the blockchain doesn't boost its speed. This coming from Bank of America. Now we know Bank of America is a Ripple partner, and we know JP Morgan is part of the Ethereum Alliance. Interesting point that Bank of America is making here, considering, they shouldn't have skin in the game. The network has had its first mover advantage thus far as a platform developers could build apps on, a report from the bank said. And so we know the Ethereum blockchain remains the dominant operating system for decentralized finance, or DeFi, because few alternatives existed until recently. Bank of America said in a report. The bank, however, said it did expect Ethereum adoption and usage to decelerate if the blockchain is not able to increase its throughput, adding that application developers will probably choose other networks to build on. In crypto, throughput refers to the number of transactions a blockchain can complete per second. So, considering Bank of America is a Ripple partner, they should obviously already know, or at least, the crypto facet of their organization should know about throughput, should know, obviously, RippleNet, better technology, more robust and more viable than the Ethereum blockchain. Here's a quote: "We view Ethereum's long-term viability as dependent on its ability to fulfill the vision laid out in its roadmap, which includes implementing sharding architecture to expand its throughput capability significantly." Bank of America noted that Ethereum's smart contract-enabled platform gave it a first-mover advantage as app developers gravitated towards the platform, which led to network effects as the number of decentralized apps, or dApps, and users grew. That early success, however, was a double-edged sword, as the large number of transactions resulted in network congestion and surging transaction fees. So again, there are the fees. There are so many other reasons why, Ethereum is probably not the best choice for banks. And maybe why the government in the United States is still trying to hold off, the rest of that crypto adoption. If you guys didn't catch the video I did yesterday, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. In that video, I showed a clip from Caitlin Long. She was basically explaining what the government was doing and how it didn't really make much sense. And so there are some theories revolving around this that I touched on: the good, the bad, and the ugly. What's good for XRP hodlers, what's, maybe not so great, but at the end of the day, what the landscape is going to look like is going to be modernized. I don't think that we're going to stay in the Stone Age forever. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, I do suggest you watch that video. Wanted to keep moving along. I happen to see this from XRP IBEX, or IBX here on Twitter. He posted this clip from Crypto Hulk, so I got to give credit to Crypto Hulk on this. I didn't see this until recently. This was from about a week and a half ago. NAB completes its world first with cross-border stablecoin transaction. So NAB has completed an interbank cross-border transaction using NAB-issued stablecoin, which represents a world first by a major financial institution on a Layer 1 public blockchain. This pilot transaction on the public and permissionless Ethereum blockchain involved deployment of stablecoin smart contracts for 7 major global currencies. The pilot's success demonstrates the potential to cut cross-border transactions from days to minutes and bring NAB one step closer to enabling clients who operate in multiple jurisdictions and currencies a simpler and faster experience, starting with corporate and institutional clients. And we also got a quote here: "We are committed to pursuing the right digital asset opportunities with clear customer benefits. Bringing multi-currency stablecoins to market demonstrates NAB's focus on simplifying international banking protocols to increase speed and transparency while lowering costs and reducing complexity for customers." They also go on down here saying, "We believe that elements of the future of finance will be blockchain enabled, and we've already witnessed rapid change in the tokenization market. The stringent governance frameworks we have in place ensures that we can support the creation of a safe and reliable digital financial system." Now, notice here they do talk about permissionless Ethereum blockchain. However, NAB, if you guys remember from about a year ago, Ripple's array of partners expands as CIBC and NAB join RippleNet. So again, from 2022, the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce and Australian's National Bank of Australia are joining RippleNet to tap its increasingly popular blockchain solution for cross-border payments and settlements. Guys, this is the same NAB that we are now talking about a year later. The other thing that I should point out here, ex-Ripple executive to lead Australia's CBDC project. So this again from last year. And as this information was coming out, we were talking about this last year. However, it is a good reminder who is connected to this project. Australian Central Bank Digital Currency Pilot for Digital Finance Innovation announced their CBDC pilot. And Dilip Rao, who contributed to Ripple's XRP Ledger, an open source and decentralized blockchain for the banking and financial market, believes that the XRPL-based real-time settlement system can be used with CBDC. So it is in fact Dilip Rao who is spearheading this, a Ripple executive. So it's interesting, right? We're seeing all this development around the world in Australia and parts of Europe. Many parts of Asia are already, working with blockchain technology. And again, if you guys didn't catch the video I did yesterday, there's this push for US government to stifle innovation, and I think we're getting more insight as to why. We're also happening to notice things like this. The SEC, or the US SEC, warns investors about the risks of purchasing crypto asset securities. So this is just kind of a trolling blanket warning, I guess, for the people. This came out on the 23rd. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on Thursday issued an investor alert urging caution around crypto asset securities, warning that firms offering crypto investments may not be complying with U.S. laws. So basically, just coming out and saying, hold off on your crypto purchases, people. You might not be safe. The SEC said unregistered offerings in crypto asset securities may not provide investors important information for informed decision-making, including audited financial statements. So just kind of again, like I say, a blanket statement here, trolling everybody. I mean, if you're the kind of person that is interested in cryptocurrency, you are going to find a way to purchase it, and or you are not going to care what government says. I think, though, this is more of a statement to try to get the masses not to jump into cryptocurrencies. I mean, at this point in time, we're still fairly early on in the bull run. And, I don't know how long this messaging is going to stay in place, probably until we have some kind of regulatory clarity. But now is not really the time that people are going to FOMO in. This is the total market cap here, so the entirety of crypto. And as you guys know, that did bottom back in November around the FTX collapse. We did see the full market come down about 75%. And now we're up a bit, so now we're only down about 62%. We still have a ways to go, though. I don't see us seeing new all-time highs. Now, I mean, that's not saying we're not going to keep rallying from here on out. But, just remember what happened in the last run. Also remember what happened here. This was the beer flu shutdown. This I consider a black swan event. BS, in other words. Black swan equals BS. So, I mean, some may consider this the bottom of the crypto market. December 2018, we saw a nice push up here. We did see a bit of a retracement. Who knows what would have happened if we would have seen the market continue upward from this point on. But then we saw that black swan event, and it did continue from this point on. So if you do consider this event an anomaly, the Bitcoin bull run could have theoretically started in 2019, even though we were pretty much commenting that this is a sideways year, considering we really didn't get out of the funk until early 2020. Nevertheless, whether it was 2019 or 2020, it still took a good 2 to 3 years before we saw these all-time highs. So guys, again, we are still very, very early on in this. US SEC is coming out and warning about crypto asset purchasing. I would not doubt them pushing this message throughout 2023 and into 2024. Also happen to see this, guys, some interesting news. An update with regards to former Ripple employee Ethan McBrow. Emi Yoshikawa posted this. Ethan, who used to work at Ripple's research department team, then moved to Coil, has now rejoined Ripple. So we know that Coil has in fact gone the way of the dodo, unfortunately. They were not able to make that work. Ethan McBrow originally did work at Ripple and then moved to Coil. He was heading up Coil, and now he's moving back to Ripple. So just goes to show you that, talent is talent. And, although they could not make a go of it, he is still likely going to be working in some kind of capacity with the XRPL. So some interesting news here from Emi Yoshikawa that I just wanted to bring up. Also happen to see this, guys, from XRP Crypto Wolf. XRP users to receive trading rewards from a Singaporean exchange. Originally, I thought this was the BITRUE statement here, but guys, this is another Singaporean exchange, Mex Global. A Singaporean exchange has announced rewards for XRP traders. Its newly launched ETF trade mining event will allow users to trade selected XRP token pairs and share the corresponding prize pool. So guys, here's the official statement. 10 people, $10 giveaway to celebrate the ETF trade mining event with XRP. 6,500 XRP up for grabs. To enter, you just have to follow the rules down here. The details are in this link, so I will link this in the description of the video if you guys are interested. Total prize pool, 6,500 XRP tokens, with the promotion running from March 22nd to March 24th. On both days, 50% of the total prize pool, which is 3,250 XRP, will be shared daily and automatically distributed to user accounts. Mex Global, a leading exchange located in Singapore and registered in Victoria, Seychelles, also announced support for the Corium airdrop, where 50 million XCore tokens and option tokens with a strike option price of $10 will be airdropped to Solo and XRP hodlers. So there you go, guys. Some updates on that. Unfortunately, though, I do think that date has already passed. I'm just realizing this now. Nevertheless, interesting to see that support for the XRP cryptocurrency still thrives and is still thriving in some of these Asian nations. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for pointing that out. Mason here on Twitter also posting this. Okay, this is the creator of Algorand, Silvio Micali. Okay, he compares the crypto markets in the United States. After the speculation subsides, the real strong technology will shine, and Algorand will be part of that. Listen to what he has to say in this interview from Paris Blockchain Week this past week.
Right now, the potential of a blockchain really has remained untapped, right? So there are, yes, applications, but relative to the application that really deserve to be on the chain, we are doing very little. So we are still experiencing a big, speculation wave. And by the way, there is nothing wrong about it. Historically, are the speculators who go first, right? I mean, America was first of all a land of conquistadores, and then became what the great financial engine of the world. So similar California, gold rush. Well, California is an economic powerhouse. So, but the speculation you cannot predict. But I believe that after the speculation goes down, what remains is the blockchain technology and all this incredible transactional platform where things are becoming very secure, very cheap, very fast, with immediate settlement. So just remember, T+2 is the settlement time right in the financial market. T is the time of the transaction, and 2 is the number of days to settle. In 2 days, anything can happen. Russia can invade Ukraine. So if there is a lot of counterpart risk to take care of, if instead we transform it in T+2 seconds, wow, what can happen in 2 seconds? So it becomes a much better world for everybody. So I really believe that technology is going to be important, and to be technologically ready and positioned for the next really wave of real world application of blockchain is what really matters.
So that's what really matters. I mean, basically solidifying this idea that crypto, it is speculation. It has been speculation up until now. However, that is going to change dramatically, and Algorand is definitely going to be part of this new system. Instant settlement, obviously, Algorand is one of those tokens that settles very quickly, is also a very affordable transaction, and also an environmentally friendly token, very, very similar to XRP and XLM in a lot of ways. And he brings up a good point here, right? 2 days, anything can happen in 2 days. You can see an invasion as an example. And so, we have to be better at making decisions quickly. And so, the current system, obviously, that we're working on is just not sufficient. And Silvio Micali here, echoing what, we've been hearing from guys like Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz. This is going to change the system, and, the spec coins, they're going to essentially disappear. It's going to be the coins that have true value that will thrive in this emerging market, in this emerging world that we're living in, not just for finance, but, for a lot of different new applications. So wanted to thank Mason for posting that. We don't hear too much from Micali, so it's nice to hear him talk at Paris Blockchain Week. Again, the founder and creator of Algorand. Gonna keep moving, guys. More information here. With regards to the Sologenic co-founder, okay, this one from Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed. Sologenic co-founder says XRP to benefit from the Corium smart contract capabilities. So he hints at some benefits with regards to XRPL and Corium interoperability. Bob Rass has recently highlighted the potential benefits of interoperability between the XRP ledger and the Sologenic Development Foundation Corium. In a tweet yesterday, Rass noted that Corium's interoperability allows users to migrate XRP and Solo tokens to the new blockchain. Consequently, the Sologenic co-founder asserts that XRP would benefit from Corium's smart contract capabilities and smart token technology. And guys, here's what Bob Rass says. It's notable to mention that the XRPL Corium interoperability enables XRP and Solo and eventually other XRPL tokens to access the Corium blockchain, unlocking the limitless potential for innovative use cases by utilizing Corium's smart token technology. What is that, you ask? Well, it allows for the issuance of tokens wrapped in smart contracts to allow these tokens to carry out programmable actions independently. It is similar to what XRPL Labs developers are trying to achieve with hooks. These are small codes that will execute commands before or after XRP transactions, as at the moment the XRPL lacks smart contract functionality, but they are in fact working on that. Notably, Corium is not an Ethereum virtual machine chain or an EVM chain. Instead, it utilizes a WebAssembly engine popular to the Cosmos ecosystem that allows for scripting smart contracts in multiple programming languages. So this Corium project, there's been a buzz around this for a while now. I know some of you guys likely did receive your X-Core tokens from that airdrop. Uphold did make this comment the other day. Corium is live tomorrow. Don't miss your chance to qualify for the airdrop. But I do also know, I was noticing on Twitter that people who wanted to sell their X-Core tokens on Uphold, they did halt trading for X-Core, and they were none too pleased about that. Tell me down in the comments if you guys did the same, if you guys noticed the same from Uphold, if you were trying to sell on Uphold. I really would like to know. Nevertheless, I mean, you know, these programs, these projects, they want you to hold their tokens. They do not want you to turn them around for a quick buck. So, I mean, similar with the Flare Networks and SGB. I'm currently holding, staking my Flare and SGB still. So, I mean, they're trying to put in incentives to do this. I don't know if there was something going on with Uphold and Corium. I mean, I would just be speculating at that point. Nevertheless, another project here running on the XRP ledger. I will link this in the description if you guys want to read the rest of this article. But wanted to thank Wheezy for posting that. Michael Branch here, guys, posting another update with regards to the XRP Ledger Foundation and how they just released updated UNLs, now boasting 36 validators. So the number of validators has now moved up from 34 to 36. The group revealed in a tweet today, notably, the last time the XRPLF updated its UNLs was January. This is when the list was actually reduced from 35 to 34. In January, the number of Ripple-owned validators was reduced from 2 to 1 in line with its 1 validator per entity policy. The XRPLF initially reduced the number to 2 in October. Nevertheless, guys, it's now back up to 36. So XRP Ledger Foundation here did post this. The foundation has published a new UNL. Our list now has 36 validators. For context, a UNL is a list of validators an XRPL participant trusts not to conspire against them, while each participant on the network can choose their own UNL. It is usually based on a default list by a trusted publisher. So, you know, just some more techie stuff here if you guys are interested in the functionality of the XRP ledger. Again, this is not stuff that necessarily interests me per se, but I thought I'd bring it to you guys just because it is XRPL related news. And if you guys are interested in this, I will, again, link this in the description of the video. I mean, for me, I'm more interested in it working. I want this stuff to work. I want XRP to be valuable because this stuff works so well. This is why, you know, I do not poo-poo on it. I do, you know, appreciate the developers and appreciate all this. You know, a lot of this tends to go over my head. For me, I'm interested in making money off these projects. And so, you know, every little bit of information, though, that I can glean from these different projects is valuable to me because then I can make a decision as to where I want to put my dollars, where I want to invest. And, you know, this is why I've kind of narrowed it down to a few specific cryptocurrencies that I am interested in. Anyway, more news here for XRPL and wanted to thank Michael Branch for posting that. Keeping it moving along, though, guys, Andrew's here on Twitter posting this, a very interesting read from Swift. Okay, Swift is really changing their structure. So we noticed this over the last few months, Swift looking or trying to look more like RippleNet. We joked a few months ago. I did a video on that. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Notice this, though, guys. I could see potential collaboration using different crypto assets by quotes, interoperability, standards, trade finance, liquidity, and gateways. This is the kind of thing Swift is now posting in some of their documents. We can interlink multiple tokenization platforms and different types of cash payments through a single gateway. So that speaks to interoperability, does it not? Here they give an analogy. Given that container ships carry 90% of the world's goods, shipping is the lifeblood of international trade. Yet, the smooth movement of goods is hampered by all the paperwork between jurisdictions with different standards and laws. So we need one standard, obviously the ISO 20022 standard, and blockchains that are compliant, like RippleNet, obviously, and others, are going to be a seamless way to conduct business in that respect. Over here, enabling banks to pre-validate payment requirement interoperability with the many different kinds of software that link bank and non-bank players in transactions. So that, to me, screams interoperability with technologies, DLT technologies like RippleNet. Such a seamless payment experience only works if everyone adopts the new standards and interoperable technologies. So just some observations here from Anders on Twitter, noticing how Swift has certainly changed their tune over the last several years. I'm certainly not surprised considering RippleNet XRP are going to be one of the leading standards, the golden standards for financial modernity, modernizing the new financial system. So wanted to thank him for posting that. Also notice this, guys, from Cowboy Crypto, okay? The economic report that the White House just put out, despite their protestations that they do not want to, change the technology, Yeah, I mean, again, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I do suggest you watch that. Here's what they're saying here. Departments and agencies of the federal government have produced 9 reports examining the implications of crypto assets for customers, businesses, financial stability, national security, and the physical environment. So, of course, they are, despite what they're saying, examining these cryptocurrencies, the development of crypto assets, and their underlying distributed ledger technologies have the potential to transform industries and business models. Recognizing both the potential opportunities and actual risks of crypto assets, in March 2022, President Biden signed an executive order, and the executive order was titled Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets. So it tasked the administration to study the different effects on these novel assets. As a result, departments and agencies of the federal government have produced 9 reports examining the implications of crypto for consumers, businesses, financial stability, national security, and the physical environment. And guys, take a look at one of the cryptocurrencies, one of the 4 that they look at specifically here: Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, and XRP. So XRP definitely on the White House's radar here. One of the 4 that they did look at in this economic report that came out just a few days ago. So I thought that that was significant, considering what they have been saying, talking out of both sides of their mouth. On the one hand, saying, the banking system's fine, we're not going to use XRP. But on the other hand, of course, we know what's happening behind closed doors. It is highlighted in this report, and chances are, once we do get clarity, the narrative will change very, very quickly. On the same note of that White House economic report, this from MetaLawMan on Twitter: I stumbled across a key statement that could prove useful to Ripple, XRP, Coinbase, and others litigating against the SEC. Another thing that the White House has finally stated in this report, guys: regardless of the label used, a crypto asset may be, among other things, a security, a commodity, a derivative, or another type of financial product, depending on the facts and circumstances. So it can be one or many things, just depending. But where are we going to see the proof? The proof is in the pudding. The facts of the use case and the circumstances revolving around the use case. I think this bodes well for Ripple and XRP. They've got such a strong case already. And I mean, considering the White House is already examining XRP and only a handful of other cryptocurrencies, I think this is going to open up XRP adoption in the United States, and maybe even JPM will jump ship on Ethereum and go the way of their competitor, Bank of America. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.